So the big thing I've seen when it comes to people's marketing strategies recently, and when we speak to, last week I think we spoke to about 25 different business owners, and when they're talking through our process and when we're letting them know what we do, they're surprised to see that we don't just focus on one thing. And it kind of got me thinking as to how many other people are adopting this kind of singular focus to their marketing strategy. I've spoken to various businesses who ran Facebook ads, and now that Facebook and tracking has become a little bit more difficult, their whole marketing strategy has fallen apart. And when we think about guaranteeing outcomes for people and guaranteeing we add an extra 30%, we add an extra 100K, we don't rely on Facebook ads, we don't rely on one landing page. We rely on guaranteeing the sum of the inputs that make it unreasonable not to achieve the output. So whether that's like Facebook ads are only a method of gaining traffic, of gaining attention. They're not the lifeblood of your business. There is, tens, dozens of sources of gaining traffic for your business, whether it's referrals, whether it's, influencers, whether it's Google, whether it's LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, Google Organic, SEO. There's so many different ways in which you can get traffic. So for you to say that your business is falling apart because Facebook ads are not working, then it's really because you failed to adapt. And as a business owner, you failed to predict the situation and failed to have the way in which I see it is quite similar to what I used to think as a business owner. It used to be me and one person delivering the service. And the goal at that time was to deliver the service, obviously work with high quality clients, but to just be as profitable as possible. But really in hindsight, having one person was like me relying on Facebook ads for all of my outreach or relying on Facebook ads to deliver all of the service. And that's what did happen. Because if that person leaves, then we've got nothing to replace. Just like with your marketing strategy, if you get all of your business through referrals and suddenly, your referral system buckles, or Facebook ads, Google ads, if you're overly reliant on one of these and you don't have a replacement, what are you going to do? So when looking at your, process, what you need to do is understand what the daily KPIs, monthly, yearly KPIs are you're focusing on, and then plug in your various platforms, various solutions. So if you want to get a customer for, let's say, €100, and you've got a 10% conversion rate, and you've got a cost per lead of €10, and those 10 leads you're going to convert 10 leads multiplied by €10 gets you your €100 cost per acquisition, because from those 10 leads you've converted your one customer. So what you can then see is, how do I get 10 leads? If I need 100 new customers per month, then I need 1,000 leads if I'm converting at 10%. Based on the traction I can get on every platform, based on how I can adapt myself to grow on each platform, based on how I can re-engage with people, based on my landing pages. And we break it down into 3 steps, which I'll go into in a second. But what you need to understand is what you're optimizing for overall. Because a lot of people just say they spend 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month on Facebook ads, and that's where their business comes from, without really knowing what the hard numbers are of it, without really knowing concrete evidence where their money is coming from, where their revenue is coming from. So we break it down into 3 sections. Number 1 is attention. Number 2 is conversion. Number 3 is retention or re-engagement. So what that does for us, and what that allows us to do, is break down how much attention we need, what percentage we need to convert, and what percentage we need to re-engage. So if our goal is 1,000 leads, and we know our landing page converts at 10%, let's keep using 10% for round numbers' sake, makes it easier on my brain in these videos. But let's say we need 1,000 leads. So we need 10,000 landing page views. To even take it back another step, let's say our CPM is €10, let's continue with the 10 theme. Then we need to spend, CPM is cost per 1,000 impressions. If we need, 1,000 people or 10,000 people on the website, and we need X amount of impressions, then we can figure out how much we need to spend to acquire those impressions with the click-through rate to the landing page. So instead of us saying we need 10 customers, let's go and get them, we can track it back to how many leads we need, how many people on the landing page we need to get those leads, how many people we need seeing our ads to get to the landing page, how much we need to spend on the platforms to get enough people to then see that ad. So you can now reverse engineer the whole process, and instead of marketing being this guesswork, you can categorically say that for every 100 euros we should spend, we should sign 1 customer. For every 1,000, 10 customers. For every 10,000, 100 customers. And then that, as a business owner, gives you so much. You can go to bed sleeping like a baby at night because you know that 100 euros you're going to spend tomorrow is going to result in 1,000, 2,000, whatever the value of that client is for you. So it's really powerful to look at your business and look at your marketing as a system. And what you'll see is, you'll see the top of funnel campaigns, you'll see the funnel in the middle, but you'll also see our emphasis on re-engagement outside of the funnel, outside of the main kind of landing pages. So it encompasses that 3-step process that we take businesses on. So it's really, really important. And I would implore you to test on different platforms. Take 20% of your marketing budget as it is, try optimize with 80%. It's almost like a split test, and almost like an assessment of your business. Take 20% of your budget, go test on new platforms, whether that's introducing outbound prospecting, whether that's introducing LinkedIn, whether it's introducing Google. Let's say Facebook ads is your primary platform. Then with that 80%, try achieve what you were achieving with the 100% spend, now with 20% less. And what that will force you to do is come up with better sales angles, come up with better calls to action, come up with better content, come up with better copy. And force you to improve, rather than saying this is what we get from Facebook. Right, now under the pressure and under the constraints of only being able to spend 80 a day when we were spending 100, but we need to achieve the same results, that forces you to think in a slightly different manner. So take that 20%, try it on different things. But assess your marketing machine in 3 areas. Acquiring attention. Look at all of the platforms that you can acquire attention from. And then based on the metrics that you get, your click-through rates, your cost of traffic, figure out where you're going to allocate your budget. Look at your funnel. Do you have a clear call to action? Do you have a retargeting pixel for both Facebook and Google? Do you have a nurture sequence set up? Those 3 things every business should have. And out of the 25 businesses that we spoke to in the last, 7 days, probably 50% didn't even have a Facebook pixel installed. So aren't accumulating data, can't retarget those people, and are missing out on customers who might have gone to have their dinner, who might have gone to watch TV, who just got distracted. So pixel, email pop-up with a really valuable lead magnet, and then your nurture sequence. On the re-engagement, we want that nurture sequence then feeds into the third part. So we've covered the acquisition of attention, the conversion of the attention, now the retention of the attention. It needs to be done through email sequencing, retargeting ads, and also you can mix in, if you've got a sales team, some outbound dialing. If you've got an appointment setting team, some outbound messaging on social platforms to really get that element of omnipresence. So look at it in those 3 steps: attention, acquisition of attention, conversion of attention, retention of attention. And it will force you, if you can examine your business, you might be very good at driving interest, but you might have a poor conversion rate. You may be good at steps 1 and 2, but you might be terrible at re-engagement. You might convert to 10% on your landing page, but you're still missing out on re-engaging with that other 90%. So look at that and come up with a plan for the 3 steps. Step 1, we're going to push into new platforms. We're going to take our budget where we're spending 80% on at the moment, or 100%, reduce it to 80, take 20%, spend it on another platform. In the middle, we're going to look at our landing pages. We're going to look at our call to actions. We're going to look at, are we asking the customer to take too big a jump too soon? And then the 3rd step, do we have an element of omnipresence? Are we being as visible as possible on the internet when it comes to re-engaging with our prospects? And even if that involves personalized phone calls, text messages, etc., etc. So these are the 3 ways we assess a business from start to finish. Hopefully you found this video useful. And acquisition of attention, conversion of attention, retention of attention. Make your list, have a look through it, track your KPIs, and we'll see you in the next video.